Bright Star by John Keats. Bright star, would I were steadfast as thou art, not in lone splendor hung aloft the night, and watching with eternal lids apart. Like nature's patient, sleepless eremite, the moving waters at their priest-like task, of pure ablution round earth's human shores, or gazing on the new soft fallen mask of snow upon the mountains and the moors, know yet still steadfast, still unchangeable. Pillowed upon my fair love's ripening breast, to feel forever its soft fall and swell, awake forever in sweet unrest, still to hear her tender taken breath, and so live ever, or else swoon to death. This poem by John Keats summarizes the speaker wanting to be like the star, because the star never changing. The speaker also saying, pillowed upon my fair love's ripening breast, and so live ever, or else swoon to death, indicates he wants to spend all of eternity with a certain woman near him. The tone of the poem is saying John Keats being very romantic and dreamy. The narrator is saying how he wants to be with this woman forever and lists different encounters in which he would still like to be with this specific woman. The theme of the poem is comparing nature of love with the romantic period. He wants to be in love, but is not certain he can obtain it in his lifetime. John Keats was a doctor and a poet. I wrote the meanings for each of the sentences in the specific poem. Bright star, would I were steadfast as thou art, meaning, bright star, I wish I was as dedicated as you. Not in lone splendor hung aloft the night, meaning I don't want to be alone at night. In watching with eternal lids apart, meaning watching, keeping an eye on everything. Like nature's patient, sleepless eremite, meaning never moving or sleeping. The moving waters at their priest-like task, meaning just doing what I am told, as moving waters in their priest-like task do one certain job. Of pure ablution round earth's human shores, meaning not wanting to be off human shores away from society. Or gazing on the new soft fallen mask, or watching the mask. Of snow upon the mountains and the moors, of snow upon the mountains and the open wastelands, no, yet still steadfast, still unchangeable. No, I won't be like the star, I will be steadfast and unchangeable. The poem now shifts from not wanting to be like the star, to wanting to be like the star, but in different aspects. Pillowed upon my fair love's ripening breast, or laying on my love's breast, to feel forever a soft fall and swell, to lay there permanently and be everlasting and steady. Awake forever in a sweet unrest, meaning to be with her forever. Still to hear her tender taken breath, meaning to always hear her breathing. And so live ever, or else swoon to death. If I cannot have that, I will die. This poem has one stanza, and is an English sonnet. This poem also has a rhyming couplet. I found certain literary devices in this poem, for example, like nature's patient. Like nature's patient is an example of a simile. Like nature's patient compares the nature's patient to the sleepless eremite. The moving waters at their priest-like task is an example of personification and simile. It's an example of personification because the moving waters cannot actually be at their priest-like task. And it's also an example of a simile because it uses like or as with priest and task. Of snow upon the mountains in the moors is an example of imagery because you picture the snow on the mountains. Also, this poem has a rhyme scheme of A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, G, G. A rhyme scheme is when one sentence rhymes with another sentence. For example, bright star, would I steadfast as thou art, and art rhymes with apart. There you would have the sentences starting with A and A. For B, not in lone splendor hung aloft the night, night rhymes with eremite. This also has a B. There are 10 syllables per line. Thank you.
for watching my screencast.